You guys have become what I would argue is the go-to source for people to find out about politics, news, breaking news, etc. People are done listening to CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. All these people are catering to the 60 and up crowd. What's the goal here? Like, what do you want breaking points to become, and how do you think about like the journey that you guys are on?
It's a great question, man. You know, to me,
all we do is great questions here, just to be clear. That's all we do is good questions. All we do is great questions. So go ahead.
Right. That's always a tick, right? As an interviewer, I always notice that people always say that. So now I find myself in the same thing. But look, here's what it is that too many people have branded themselves outside of the mainstream. I don't think that that's the correct branding, or even the correct mission. The mission is to replace the mainstream. That's why I love what you guys do. That's why I ultimately love and I'll have a big the message of Bitcoin and a lot of the crypto community, which resonates with me the most, is not necessarily the antagonism, although I think antagonism is important. It's simply to replace the existing centers of power. I can see with my own eyes what's happening with CNN and the New York Times, MSNBC, all these BS streaming services that they're launching. I can't wait. I want them to fail. I want them to actually compete in the free market. This is what's happening right now, is that the internet freed all of us from the chains of a rigged system.
Facts.
And I want to explain this to people, which is that these cable places, they don't make any money from actually your eyeballs. They make money because Cox Communications and Comcast pays them to be a part of the cable bundle. Now, old people like live news. And look, I got to say, like, it is valuable, right? Turn the TV on January 6th. Turn the TV on during these like BLM riots. Turn the TV on during 9/11. Live news is crazy. But the problem is it's not actually valuable. 99.9% of the time. So they fill it with BS. And this has gone to the heads of a lot of the idiots here in Washington who think that people actually want to watch them. But it was rigged. It was a completely rigged game. And so now out here in the YouTube ecosystem, in the internet, where you actually have to compete for eyeballs and attention, nobody cares. Absolutely no one. And this is what the new mainstream is going to be for people our age, for people who are younger. I have a big Gen Z fan base as well. They don't care about CNN. Like, I am the news to those people. And I think that's the way it should be. I should have to compete, actually compete for not only for your attention, but to try and inform you on a level playing field.
I think that you're hitting on a number of points here. First is they're all going to closed networks. You have to be on cable to watch them, right? If you don't watch it in the moment, that you're pretty much not going to see a majority of the content, all the issues that we know go on. And when you go to the open network, right, open networks win. People in Bitcoin understand open networks win over closed. And so same thing here in the media. You're very interesting because you live in Washington, D.C. You're very plugged into what's going on there. How stupid are these people?
Dumb.
Yeah, like, and just so everyone understands, right? My brothers and I are very clear. Like, I'm an independent. I think that both sides are, absolutely ridiculous at the extremes. I frankly think most people my age and younger are just getting to the point where they're just like, look, enough is enough. This is absurd. Like, there's real things at play here, and all of this kind of political divisiveness, et cetera, is really stupid. But like, you talk to a lot of these people on a daily basis. You don't need to give me names, but like, are they actually dumb, or are they like so smart that they know what they're doing and they're just kind of leading the American public into like the slaughterhouse?
No, 99.5% are just complete and utter morons. And it's really important to understand the pipeline through which that these people succeed, which is that you are in the district, you're a lawyer, the way that you want, or usually a lawyer or some like prominent businessman, then you court the party elites. All you have to do is win the primary. Okay, that's it. Most of these elections, something like 90-something%, are not competitive. They're decided whether you have an R or a D next to your name. So the only thing that matters is the primary itself. So you have to cater to, let's say, 5 to 7% of the actual population of your district in order to represent the 99. It's actually not all that competitive, and it's mostly rigged by either the party elites or, you can have a stupid contest in terms of appealing to those 5 to 7% and then basically winning once you get here. Once you get here, you have zero incentive to inform yourself about the broader world at all. All of these people either spend their time fundraising, They don't actually spend that time engaging with the news or the broader public. I mean, I frankly think the crypto community found this out the hard way during all of the regulation during the infrastructure bill and I'd been telling people, Pomp, you and I met in Miami and I was telling you a little bit about this, which is I was like, you got to be here. You got to shove it in their face and say, hey, we matter. We're real. This is where the future is, because they'll just wake up one day, decide that they need money for some BS part of their bill, and then they'll tax the shit out of you. And they'll do it, either they'll tax it or they'll regulate it in a way that they don't understand. They have no actual expertise. They don't actually seek knowledge on anything. Almost all of them are concerned with becoming famous or becoming and winning their primary. That's it.
Or becoming rich.
Any curiosity is not rewarded in Washington. In fact, it's punished. It's dramatically punished, stepping outside of your box.